Stop. Stop. Oh my God, let's get it. So the first thing I like to do in the morning is quickly wash my face, brush my teeth, and also drink a glass of water. For breakfast this morning, I made myself some eggs and my favorite protein pancakes from Flourish. This combo right here cannot be beaten. I call this one the breakfast for champions. Another day in my life video, but today we have something special. Hold on. Today, we're gonna do a day in the life with the 16-inch MacBook Pro right here. This thing is beefy, bro. This is actually my first ever 16-inch laptop, like MacBook, that I've ever used in my entire life. So this is a whole new experience for me. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited to see how this will fit into my lifestyle and stuff like that. As I mentioned earlier, this is my day in the life series. So basically, I'm just gonna use the laptop throughout the day, give my thoughts and opinions, and basically just see how it holds up through a day in my life. And quickly, let's talk about the specs that I have right here. So I got it in the space black version. My specific specs on this laptop is a 14-core CPU, 20-core GPU. I got 48 gigs of RAM, which I think would be plenty enough to get work done. I also opted for the 2TB SSD storage option because who doesn't love storage? So in total, this would run you around 4,739 Canadian dollars before taxes, which is kind of crazy, but I think it might be worth it in the long run, especially because if this is what you do, your main job is like creating content, and I don't know, I think it's just a good overall investment. I did opt for the nano texture display as well, which is kind of looking very interesting right now. It's probably hard to pick up on camera, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. I feel like it kind of makes certain things look dull or dimmer, but when I was using it last night, it looked perfectly fine. But let's see how it holds up in bright sunlight when I take it out today. I'll probably go to a coffee shop or something. But yeah, enough talking. It's currently 9:11. It's 9:11 a.m. right now, and usually during this time I have gym at 10. So usually during this time I usually just like checking my emails, you know, following up on anything I missed overnight as usual, just to keep me updated and on track so I could have a very progressive day. So staying organized earliest in the morning is the best way I could do it. So yeah, let's get to work. Emails in the mornings is always first up on the agenda, and since my recent trip to England with Opera, I've fallen in love with the Opera browser honestly, and I've been using it as my main browser across all my devices ever since. I think the overall design and customization options it offers are far superior to other browsers I've tried. It's also incredibly efficient, not hogging all my RAM when I'm working, and it gives me a quick access to all the apps I use on a regular basis in this little sidebar over here. I can just hover over the Spotify music player to skip my tracks or dive into the Spotify app right from here. And the cool thing is, if I ever just hop on a Zoom call or start playing video on YouTube, it automatically pauses the music on Spotify. And since my assistant is always annoying me on WhatsApp, I could easily jump in and out of messages right from the sidebar while I'm browsing. The split screen feature is also a huge game changer and makes me way more productive. For example, I could open these two documents right here in the same browser window to work on them at the same time, so there's no need for me to switch back and forth between different windows. Also, if there's anything I'm curious about while browsing, I could use the integrated AI features from Aria, like asking it to generate images or quickly just translate languages on the spot. Right now, I currently have the Aura theme as my background from the theme gallery. You could literally drag the slider to get the exact color and vibe you want to go for, just to fit your overall aesthetic. And to me, this level of customization just makes it that more personal to you and gives it a very clean look. And those are just to name a few of the plethora of features this browser has to offer. So click the link down below and try it for yourself. Go download Opera One R2 with the first link down below in the description.
Shit look way different on top of mezzanines, you know. I'm glad to be up here. High crime rates in these $1 million houses. Seen a judge make grown men cry like they childish. Only way is up, we just trying to keep a balance. Bad will save for money, so we often borrow dollars.
30 seconds. Easy. Let's get it, man. Easy 30-second plank. 34 seconds, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. So, just got back from the gym. It's currently 1 p.m. 1:20 p.m. I showered, protein shake, all of that stuff. Right now, I think I'm gonna head outside. This is like a typical day in my life for real. It's like a real day in the life. Like, this is literally what I would be doing on these days. It's slow days for me. Today is Monday. This is where I like plan and schedule for the entire week. So right now, I'm gonna bring the 16-inch MacBook Pro. I'm literally starving right now, guys. So I'm gonna try to get some food. After that, I have a meeting around 1:30 p.m. It's almost 1:30 right now. I know I'm bad with time, but we're gonna try to crush out that meeting. And then after that, I'll do some editing. When we're out there, we think we're gonna go to the well, crush some editing. Hopefully we could come back before the sun goes down, and then you know, see what my thoughts are on this laptop. So right now, for the first time, I'm gonna be putting a 16-inch MacBook, bro. Like, where's my other MacBook? It's like a huge difference in my opinion. We should probably look at the different textures. But if you know you're gonna work outside a lot, like that's your main squeeze, like you're outside a lot, I don't know, maybe you're doing shoots, photography, stuff like that, then you're gonna definitely appreciate the nano texture. I don't even know where to put this. Should I put it here? It's probably hard to tell, but bro, look at all the fingerprints on this. You see what I'm saying? This gets distracting if you're outside. It's probably super hard to pick up on camera. I apologize, guys, but I could tell it's night and day difference. Like, yes, this looks like there's almost a screen protector over it. You know what I mean? But this in the sunlight is ridiculous. It looks crazy. Like, yeah, you can see all the glare. You can see. Yeah, it does has its little disadvantages. Like when you're working in pictures and video, it's not as crisp, it's not as vibrant, but I feel like the advantages might just outweigh the disadvantages with the nano texture display, and I've grown to actually like it. So yeah, if you love not having your screen looking like this, pay the extra bucks, get the nano texture, thank me later. I'm not used to this lifestyle. Easy. Perfect slot, and then the fact that we have all these ports is amazing. But yeah, we're gonna pack this up, hop in the whipski, grab some eats, do some business calls. You know, it's a typical day in the life with Shevon Salmon. Let's go. Alright, I should probably get some food before I fall down, bro. So just made it to the well right now. I've been here a couple times already. It's a pretty nice area. They have like a bunch of different different stores. It's like a mini mall, but outside mall, food courts, even condos are here too. So people actually live here, which is kind of crazy. This is crazy, bro. They have a whole food court down here. French. So for the eats today, we went with some oxtail and rice and peas, and honestly, y'all, this was hitting. You know what I'm saying? The food was so good. The environment at the well is actually very nice here in this food court area. But since time was crunching, I had to quickly finish up eating and then head on to an area I could, you know, put my laptop down and hop into my meeting. So we walked for a little bit, found this coffee shop nearby called De Melo or something like that. There wasn't really any seating area for me to sit though, so I actually ended up just not buying anything and just sat on this bench right here and hopped right onto my call. Using the 16-inch MacBook Pro side was way more manageable than I thought initially. It fits perfectly on my lap whenever I'm using it, and the larger screen real estate coming from the 14-inch variant is such a joy to use. This call went on for around 20 minutes or so, and one thing I realized was just how good the new upgraded 12 megapixel webcam is. Now, I know I'm in good lighting right now, but I was just pleased with the overall colors. It even had the new desk view feature that allowed me to show whatever I have in front of me without using like a secondary camera. Now, I had a hard time trying to get this to work inside Google Meet, but once I switched over to the FaceTime, it worked flawlessly. Now, I know I'm not in the optimal situation to be showing off how desk view works, because you're supposed to be like in front of a desk, maybe showing off like a book or something to whoever is watching you on the other side. But it was just pretty cool to just test it out and see if it works in general. So let me know what you guys think about desk view down below in the comments. I personally think it's a really nice feature, making use of that ultra wide camera that Apple implemented. Okay, so they don't want the top down one? Oh, no, I could, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so that's why they don't want two top down. At 3 p.m., I had scheduled an Instagram post to go live for my Shell campaign. Now, there were just some layout and structural issues with the videos and pictures that required a lot of back and forth communication. So I had to go ahead and download some footage over this public Wi-Fi, which was kind of slow. Then I airdropped it to my phone, and then after about 10 minutes or so, we successfully launched the post. It's just good to see that I'm slowly wrapping up all my Q4 campaigns and just being more consistent overall across all my social media platforms. Now, back to the MacBook Pro. One thing I must mention while I was just sitting here typing and stuff is the keyboard and just overall typing experience. It did take some time getting used to since it's a bigger 16-inch model, but it felt like the same Apple keyboard we all know and love. It's snappy and responsive, and the same goes for the glass covered trackpad, but an added bonus is that it's larger compared to my 14-inch model at home. Let's go. $9 for some coffee, bro. I don't know, man. Every day I keep doing this every day, at some point I start to feel bad. So much. I think I'm gonna edit outside, to be honest. Okay, so now my plan was to edit a YouTube video, but then I realized I left one of my SSDs at home that I needed for the edit. I messed up, y'all. So instead, you know what? Let's talk about the design. And yes, this design, it looks sleek. It's something we're all used to by Apple from now over the years. The new space black finish though is easy to pick up on scratches and fingerprints if you're not careful. One thing that surprised me was the speakers in this thing. It's very loud thanks to those high fidelity 6-speaker sound system setup, and now I can see why music producers love this laptop so much. It will be perfect for those in that field to use this on the go, and the audio quality itself just sounds premium, if that makes sense. Damn.
Don't need no forensics. Don't got good at tangents.
Spider. Yo, listen, I'm not that annoying person that plays music out in public, but bro, these speakers are banging. I'm not gonna lie.
Go get some food.
Where?
The food court.
I just had the Jamaican spot down there.
Yeah?
It's called like some island shit.
Did this open?
I don't know. It's my first time going there, but it was good. I had the oxtail. I was blessed.
Oh. I'm getting Chinese food. So.
Oh, keep
I'll
it
let
up.
you get back to your video.
Yeah, see ya. Bye. Yeah. The screen also gets really bright outdoors, up to a peak SDR brightness of 1000 nits, 400 nits more than the previous M3 Pro, which is good to see. However, the HDR brightness is the same, 1600 peakness of brightness, same from last year, which we all said was very bright too, so there should be no complaints. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna be wondering, Shevon, how's the battery life? What is the battery life like? Well, it was kind of hard for me to actually test the battery life in this video since I connected the laptop to the displays earlier in the morning, which in turn charges the laptop as well. But I started off my morning at around 9 a.m. I would say with around 83% battery life, and by 4:30, 5 p.m. I had about 50% battery life left, so not too bad. Apple claims that the battery lasts up to 24 hours, but come on, that's not real world usage. Based on how everything went today, I could definitely see myself going 12 hours without charging, which is very sufficient. Finally, after a long day, I got home at around 5 p.m. and of course the first thing I did was set up my Mac Pro with my studio displays, transferred all the footage we shot today, and those transfer speeds were pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. Now, while there's plenty of screen real estate at 16 inches on this laptop, when I'm at home editing, I always just prefer to connect to my external displays so I could edit more efficiently. The editing software that I use is Premiere Pro. I've been using it for over 5 years now, and it's just a software that I'm just most comfortable with, especially with all the new updates to Premiere Pro 2025. I think they might have been onto something, but let's see how this new M4 Pro chip handles performance. I'm gonna edit this video and I'm gonna compare the speeds between the export speed between the M1 Pro Mac Studio and this M4. So we're over here with it. I could power 2 displays, but all right, y'all. 6:58, almost 7 o'clock on the dot. As you can see right here, boom. 6:58, and I had a good idea, bro. I was like, why not compare the speed and performance of this new laptop? So currently, this M4 Pro right here has 14 core CPU, 20 core GPU, and 48 gigs of RAM. M4 Pro, right? I was like, why not compare it to my M1 Max Mac Studio, which has 64 gigs. So this should be pretty interesting to see like the export speeds. Let me know down below in the comments who you think is gonna win. The Mac Studio right here, my old faithful, or you guys think this laptop is gonna beat it? I don't know. So what I've done is I've loaded up both the same edit on the same timeline. Basically everything is the same, all the edits are the same, and we're gonna export it and basically just see which one finished first. We're trying to see if it's really worth the upgrade going from, it's like a 3-year-old PC. I want to see if the Max really could hold up to the brand new M4 Pro. So yeah, I guess let the games begin. All right guys, so this is what we're gonna do. On the left side we have the M4 Pro. We're gonna export at 4K. And on the right side, we have the M1 Max, which is gonna export at 4K as well. This is basically a 20-minute render. So we're gonna see which one finishes fastest. Let's hit export, and yo, can you press this one?
Yep.
All right, wait. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're off to the races. So far, oh shit. M1 Max is actually already cooking. 6 minutes, bro. So y'all not might believe this, but after rendering my 4K timeline, the 2022 M1 Max Studio took 7 minutes and 11 seconds to render the 20-minute 4K video. And the newly released 2024 M4 Pro MacBook Pro, surprisingly for me at least, finished 3 minutes and 29 seconds after the fact to render the same 4K footage in 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, so now this got me curious, so I decided to throw in my 14-inch M3 Max MacBook Pro into the mix just to see how it perform. And wow, this thing is still a beast, finishing up and rendering the same 4K 20-minute edit in just 6 minutes 33, bro. 6 minutes 33. Hey, I might have to pick back up this M3 Max. Which is actually way faster than what the M4 Pro MacBook Pro did. The M3 Max is cooking. All right, y'all, so all my tests is basically finished up right here, and as you can see, I have all the laptops in front of me. I got M3 Max, M4 MacBook Pro, and this beast right here, the M1 Max Studio. And there's just like a little question I had in my head, is like everybody kept asking too, is should I upgrade? Is it worth it? Is M4 worth it? And I feel like M4 is only worth it if you get the Max version. So I don't know, I feel like anybody that's rocking Intel MacBooks or anything with M1 chips should definitely look forward to upgrading. But based on the test that I just ran here, it just assured me that if you have anything like a M2 Pro, you're chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anything M2 Pro and up, you're chilling. Like if you have, you probably just need like a 1-2 minute to spare, and that's only if you're doing intensive video editing work. When it comes on to stuff like Lightroom, Photoshop, I know I didn't do a lot of that today, but based on my testing, there's not much real difference in just everyday day-to-day usage. The only other reason you'd want to upgrade to the M4s or the new laptops is to get that nano texture display, and then again, it's not something that a lot of people like. I myself, I kind of like it. I told you guys why earlier today, so if you missed that, go back to the video. But yeah, that's my overall conclusion. It's currently 7:47 right now. It's been a long day for me, guys. I just ordered some food. So that's gonna wrap up my day in the life with the M4 16-inch M4 Pro MacBook. I really love the size, I'm not gonna lie. Pause, no diddy. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Sauce, bro. The thing, I have all the sauce. I know I have all the sauce, but sometimes you gotta send the sauce too.